Hey everyone, welcome back to Bloodborne. This is going to be episode 25 of the playthrough. And just wanted to come up here into the Hunter's Dream. We're going to level up a little bit. We're going to mess with our blood gems. And that's pretty much all we're going to do before we go back to the research hall. I did just want to say that if you watched my channel update video recently, thank you very much. For one, watching that, and for two, being patient with me while I took some time in between recording the last few episodes and this one. I will get back to daily uploads of this, and it's actually not going to be long before this is done. I think there's a total of 34 parts to it, so you're looking at 9 more episodes of this, and then this playthrough is going to be over. I'm thinking that after this is over, though, while I do have the other playthroughs going on my channel, such as Dark Souls 3 and whatever I'm going to do next in July, I think that I'm going to maybe redo the Chalice dungeons again and maybe go into a little bit more depth on some of the bosses in there. Because by the time this playthrough is done, I will have 99 Arcane, and I'm thinking that I would like to go in there and defeat all the bosses with a Call Beyond, and just see how powerful that thing can actually be. I actually use it in one of the Chalice dungeons to defeat a boss, and I had a lot of fun using it. I thought it was super cool, and I definitely want to get some more practice with it and see what all I can do with it. Even through all of my playthroughs, and even in this one, I didn't really mess with it too much because it just seemed like there wasn't enough of a reward for using that many Quicksilver bullets, but I was definitely wrong. That thing is awesome.
Is that you, Lady Maria? No. You're someone else. Please, could you do something for me? I need brain fluid. Murky, mushy brain fluid. Please, I need brain.
So that is Saint Adeline, and I thought we were supposed to be able to get blood from her, but it doesn't look like we're able to get any until we bring her some brain fluid. So we'll find the place where we're going to get the brain fluid at for her in just a moment. And that's one of the reasons you want to take out both of these guys before you try to go grab the other one, because this one will tend to shoot you as soon as you get over to the other side of the room. Now I want to go down here and check out this. Now, these guys that are crawling on the floor, they have a jump attack that can be pretty deadly if it hits you. Yeah, that right there. We'll take care of them, and we'll go out this door in just a moment. And here you can get some more clothing. And I wanted to come over here, and thought there was like maybe something there because the guy hit it, but I guess not. This just brings us to another level, the research hall. One of the things you really got to watch out for when going in front of these shelves sometimes is the stuff on them will explode and hit you. Scared the crap out of me the first couple of times it happened in my first playthrough of this.
Plip, plop, plip, plop. Splish, splash, splish, splash. Plip, plop.
Not exactly sure why there's just a random lumen flower kind of chilling there and someone kind of cultivating it or whatever. Seems just like a weird area for that to happen. But real interesting that NPC will not attack you. Then this staircase we're actually going to have to rotate to get to the next area. But I was just kind of trying to figure out and remember where exactly we need to do that at, and how to get up to the rafters to do it. But we're going to go back up here. We're going to continue on. Just knock that guy off the balcony there. Always real fun to do. And right there, that's one of those shelves that will explode and hit you with stuff. If I hadn't rolled past and grabbed that item, it definitely would have hit me, I believe.
Oh, Lady Mary, save me, please. I don't hear anything. Oh, save.
I gotta admit, I feel kind of bad about that one. Just knocking her over the edge like that. Now in this elevator, there is an area that you can jump off at in the middle. And it was over to the right. I just wasn't sure exactly where it was until I saw it. And I still missed it going down, because I didn't notice it the first time. Then there's like a human hunter type NPC down here that we're going to get into a fight with. This one's not so bad, but he uses the repeating pistol, which does a pretty decent amount of damage. But he does have the threaded cane, which can be pretty easy to avoid, especially in its whipped, or should I say in its transformed mode where it is the whip. Tried to parry a few times. But just was not quite hitting the timing correctly. And then down here,
Lady Maria, I'm a robin. Will I ever grow up and become an egg? What say you? Lady Maria. Lady Maria, say something. Anything.
we have this
Maria,
blob
say
of
something.
thing, whatever it is. This is the first place that we get brain fluid for Adeline. And that thing will actually come back to life, even after you kill it. So that is an unkillable NPC, I guess you could call it. And I was just kind of trying to figure out how to get down. And then I tried to do a jump, and it didn't quite work. I did not get the timing right, so I ended up dying. But it's okay, we're gonna get this brain fluid to Adeline here.
Please, could you do something for me? I need brain. Oh, thank you. You're terribly kind. Oh, it's wonderful. Oh, I hear the sticky sound. Do you hear it too? Oh, I know. Will you have my blood as thanks? I'll have you know, I was once a blood saint too, so do come back if you ever run dry of saint's blood.
Yeah, so for some reason,
It's wonderful.
I couldn't get blood from her.
Oh. Oh, I'll have you know, so do come.
And I'm almost thinking it's because I either needed to reload the area and I just didn't do that, because there's some weird stuff that happens with her where every part of her quest line you need to reload the area at least once or twice before it will actually like register. But I think it may be because I have Blood of Ariana in my inventory, and that's why I couldn't get blood from her. So that was just kind of weird. And I didn't realize that could happen. And I should have used Ariana's blood to see if that was the case, but I honestly just didn't think about doing it. And how about those noises that she was making when she was eating that brain fluid, and just the animation with that and just everything? Super gross. I love it. And right there, for some reason, the wheelchair guy was firing at one of these enemies, which I don't think I had actually ever seen happen before, so that was kind of cool. He must not like them very much either. As you can see, this one with that IV stand or whatever it is, that thing does a ton of damage. So you let that thing hit you once or twice, you're done. Just having a little bit of trouble with this one for some reason. And they have a lot of health too, so you gotta hit them a lot of times before they'll actually go down. And this ladder here is actually how we're gonna get up to the rafters to spin that staircase so that we can continue on to the next area. And this is also where those rats jumped down from earlier. So if you happen to come up here after those rats have jumped down, you won't have to deal with them. But if you happen to have died or anything like that, you're going to have to deal with them when you come up here, along with these crows that are going to drop down on you from the higher point there, which we'll go up to that in just a moment as well. And they just slowly walk across the rafters here. Luckily, they're not too much of an issue up here, as long as you can give yourself some space. And again, I love the Augur of Abretus. I wanted to try to actually knock him off the rafter, because I thought that would be funny, but didn't quite work out that way. This area is a really good area to come to if you need bloodstone chunks as well.
Listen close, and you too will hear the sound of water.
And then you got this person just banging their wrapped up, enlarged head on the wall. Really gross.
Splish, splash. Have you heard how curiously the sea churns? Like a storm, but like the rain, only gentle, like dripping water. It bellows from deep inside of me. Here it comes, up through my inside, but gently, like little droplets. Have you heard how like a slip? Here it comes, but gentle.
And this is where you get the second brain fluid that we're going to give to Adeline later on. And I actually thought that you had to come up here to turn the staircase, but the lever for turning it is actually in the middle there. So you can kind of see me trying to point that out with the camera there. Now I'd realized I kind of screwed up. So I had to kind of jump down from the rafters to get back to where I actually needed to be. If you didn't get that brain fluid from earlier, you can actually just walk over there and grab it from here. And that crow, I don't know what was going on with him. But we'll just do a plunging attack and grab that guidance rune. And once you lower that staircase, you can make your way down here, and there's a treasure chest, which we're going to grab after we take care of these crows. And I'm not exactly sure what the Fine Strike Blood Gem does, as I don't think that I've ever used it in a build. So it might just not be something that goes with builds that I typically use. But it seems like it might be a pretty good gem. And of course, after you raise these stairs, you get ambushed by these guys, which I thought I could take care of a little bit easier than I actually did. You've also got these headless patients that are kind of running around here. And there's nothing too different about what they're doing, like their moveset or anything like that, but I think it's interesting that we have headless ones that are wandering around. And these ones are kind of like the unkillable ones that we were getting the brain fluid from, but I think those ones will actually attack you if you give them the chance. And right there, you can actually get one of these enlarged heads as a hat to wear. Just in case you want to make yourself look extra gross and creepy.
Plop. Plip. Plop. Plip. Plop.
And I was trying to find where my souls were, but unfortunately, I don't think I ever found them. So I think I just said whatever and went on about my business. And also with that staircase raised, we can get to that item that's over there. Get one of these crawling patients that can be pretty deadly as well. And we'll pick up the lock shield, which is the second shield that you can get in this game that is, as far as I'm aware, pretty useless, honestly. I've never used it, and it really doesn't seem to be very useful. But maybe it does have its uses, and I'm just unaware of them. And no, I did find my souls. Yeah, so it's been a couple of weeks since I recorded this, so I wasn't entirely sure if I remembered to grab my souls or not, but seems like I did, so that's pretty nice. That's a pretty good amount of souls to lose if you don't want to lose them. And we're just going to jump down here and we're going to take care of some of these guys. And that's one of the reasons that I keep backing off when I'm attacking them, because that one attack where they shoot something out like that, that takes about your whole health bar. I mean, at least 90% of it. So I definitely didn't want to get hit by that. But those guys can be pretty troublesome if you let them group up on you. And you can go down there, pick up another blood gem, some cold blood, and there's the guy over there still trying to find his eyes. He never finds them. So sad.
Someone seen my eye.
We're just going to let him keep looking.
Very well, let me. Farewell, good.
Here, I just wanted to use as many blood echoes as I could, so I could get at least one other level.
Gammon away. Very well, let.
Trying to prepare for getting the Moonlight Greatsword and being able to use that, which I think I can use it at this point. And I really like this weapon. It's one that I only recently started using in one of my last playthroughs, and I really, really like it. I think it's a good weapon. Unfortunately, I don't really have gems that really capitalize on how good it can be, and I don't actually get any of those until later on once we start farming for blood gems in the Chalice dungeons. I think one of the things that I like most about it is just its moveset. It's got a pretty decent moveset and really, really takes advantage of the fact that it's kind of split damage between arcane and physical. But that's pretty much going to do it for this episode. We're going to go back to the research hall and talk to Simon again, and then we're going to fight the Living Failures and Lady Maria. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Have a great day.
Not a pretty sight, is it? The true face of the blood-worshipping, beast-purging, healing church. But that's not all. You seek the secrets held by the nightmare, do you not? Then here's what you must do. Climb the astral clock tower and kill Maria. She hides the real secret. Go on. kill Maria atop the astral clock tower. She hides the real secret.